I'm looking to change the gear oil in my 5-speed or 5-gear 4-wheel drive 1993 Suzuki Carry truck. I saw a video on YouTube where the guy was doing this operation, but something didn't seem right to me. I'll show you what he told me, or his video said. Let's see if I can back up here. He got this part right. This is what the drain plug is. On 2-wheel drive, the drain plug's somewhere here, but the manual doesn't really tell you that the 4-wheel drive drain plug is here. But then he made the mistake that the fill plug was here. And I just discovered that didn't really seem right, that it would be over. I don't know, it just didn't seem right at all. So I started digging in a manual, and I'll show you a manual in a second. And then I started looking around because the manual says it was somewhere over here. And I said, well, there's this plastic rubber plug here. So I took it out and it started spilling out. So there's your drain plug right here. It's much higher up than the incorrect plug I showed you a second ago. Hopefully you can see that. But I need to contact him because I think he's driving around his Suzuki Carry with not enough oil in it. So when you want to change your gear oil, you have to use GL4 rated gear oil because it has what they call yellow metal gears in there. I guess brass gears. And if you use GL5 rated, it's not going to take care of them too well. So I'll show you where I found that. Looking from the outside, there's the fill plug right there. It's really thin. I have to find a real small hose to pump it in there. But I almost made a mistake. I got the correct weight, 75.90. And when I was buying it, I was scanning the back and I read GL4 and I thought it was cool. So now I just read this. I'm reading up here and it says GL5. So this is not the right stuff. So I wasted my money on this. I can't remember where I bought it. I bought it about a month ago. So I'm just going to have to eat this. I have no idea where I bought it. I bought it on a traveling trip. So looking at the manual, transmission oil, manual transmission, every 2 years or 20,000 kilometers, you should change this gear oil. I got the 4-wheel drive. It's going to take 2.6 liters. Oh, excuse me, full time. It's going to make 2.8 liters. And there's your differentials and stuff like that down here. But the gear oil specified here is gear oil number 90, Suzuki GL4. The differentials are all steel ferrous gears. Takes a GL5. Okay, so this takes 75.80. Now, I had it turned to the right page. Oh, 170. There we go. 151. Okay. Transmission oil replacement. 7590 weight, but this doesn't tell you GL4, which kind of confusing. But here shows you the drain plug. This is probably a two-wheel drive, true for a two-wheel drive. The plug's right here, but since I have a four-wheel drive, it kind of shoots off over here to the transfer for the rear impeller. So, but it's the lowest point. Now the fill plug shows right here, oil level fill plug. That's totally different than what that guy was telling me on the YouTube video. He was mistaken. That fill plug's probably about down to here. So it's much lower. So he's not getting full lubrication, I don't think. But it says oil change interval every 2 years or 20,000 kilometers. So that's quite a bit different. Now these trucks, these are good, but everything runs at a high RPM. They race, but they're designed for it. But they will, in my imagination, put a lot of stress on oils. So you want to keep up with oil changes for sure. So I don't know when those last changed. The oil looks real clean. It's probably changed recently, but I don't know if the guy put the correct oil in there. So I'm just going to do it for fun. I'm going to go get the correct oil and change it up and change the differential. Let's see if I do have the correct differential oil. 7580 GL5. So I do have, I think I did buy the correct one, but I'm going to double check myself. Well, I couldn't find. This is what it was. I couldn't find 7580, so I have 7590. This is GL5. So this is okay for the differential, rear differential. Okay.